Hi. So, I made this video last night about me talking about body dysmorphic disorder, and I deleted it. The reason I deleted it is because I felt that I wasn't talking about that in particular enough. I was talking too much about other things. So I'm going to talk a wee bit about it and explain how it affects someone in their life, and kind of what a serious condition it actually is, because it can be so much trivialised, and how there might be some people out there that have it and don't even realise it, because that's the situation that I was in. So I just want to talk about that. So first of all, symptoms. From personal experience, the symptoms just totally vary. The main symptom, the one symptom that everybody has body dysmorphic disorder, thinks that they are extremely ugly, right? And when I say the word ugly, I don't mean it in a superficial sense. I mean in the sense that they are horrific looking. I mean horrific. Someone that has BDD, proper BDD, doesn't want to look like a supermodel, right? Or a model or someone amazingly beautiful. Alright, we all look at these people and maybe envy them a wee bit and wish we did, but someone with BDD just wants to look normal. Just normal. Someone that you just want to look like, you feel like you have deformities, right, with your appearance. That's what it feels like, deformities, right? For example, it could be your nose, right? Your nose could be bent or out of shape a wee bit. To you, it's horrendously bent, horrendously mangled, and you look like a total mess, a total joke, horrible, and you can't cope with it. You're so upset about it. You're extremely upset. Oh, I'm probably going on too fast. Anyway, that's what it is, right? You think you're deformed looking and you just want to look normal. It's not you think you're ugly and you want to be beautiful. You just think you're ugly. That's the wrong word again I'm using, but anyway, you get what I mean, right? So some of the symptoms of BDD, I mean they all range from people to people, but pretty much the same. Things like social avoidance. You find it very hard to be social with people, and this could be not even just with people in general, going out for nights out and things like that, not even just that. Being social even with your own family, it can get to the point where you could be hiding away from absolutely everybody. I think it just depends on the severity of the illness. I've experienced both sides. When I had it really severe, I stayed in my house for a couple of years, and I found it even difficult to communicate with my own family because of it. I didn't want them to see me. So that's the other side of it again is I've kind of moved on a wee bit, and I've managed to get a job and hold it down. I've got my own place, I'm managing to hold that down, but socially I'm very much in the background still. I have few friends, which is my choice. I keep them very few. I see them occasionally when I can manage it, because to me my priority is getting to work, getting home, keeping my flat, keeping my wee life going. And in a way it's made me a very independent person. I've tried to make it a positive thing by making things happen for myself and doing things for myself. I enjoy my own company, I really do. You have to learn to enjoy your own company when you have body dysmorphic disorder. But the anxiety it causes being in social situations is unbearable sometimes, and you can't deal with it. You know, you find it even hard to be with what you look like to yourself. You know, you find it hard to live with what you look like yourself. And like I said, it's not about feeling ugly, it's about feeling extremely deformed and disgusting. Vile. Oh, if you can just imagine you felt a total monster. That's what you felt you looked like. Can you imagine that's in your head 24/7? And another thing about it is as well, it can make you feel, well, I know from personal experience, I feel that people are laughing at me, and they're laughing at what I look like, and sniggering at me, you know, and that's a horrible feeling, that really is. And who wants to go out and mix and socialise when you're feeling like this? You know, you really don't. So sometimes when you do go out and mix and socialise, you feel that, you know, and it's not a nice feeling. So that's that. Another thing is mirrors. Now, the mirror can be two things to someone with BDD. Number one, you don't even want to look in it, you don't want to acknowledge it, or you can't keep away from it. You need to check all the time, you need to check yourself all the time. It's insane. That's where it kind of is in the same kind of group as OCD. It's continuously in your thoughts, it overtakes your brain, you know. It's an unbelievable illness, and it's a psychiatric illness, right? I just want to make that clear as well. This is one illness that I read has the highest rate of suicide, and I can totally understand that. But I think if you can get the right help, which is either medication, therapy, a combination of both, whatever works for you, then you can manage it. That's all you can do, is manage it. And another thing is I want to say about mental illness, it's not still in this day and age taken seriously by people. And because you can't see the problem and it's not physical, doesn't mean that it's not an illness or a disease. It eats away at you, at your mind. There's a big stigma attached to mental illness, and it's probably, I mean, the statistics for depression and things like that are so high, so it surprises me that there's still such a stigma attached to it. So anyway, I just wanted to explain a wee bit about that. And another thing is, I want to talk about rosacea. And the reason I'm bringing all these things up is because these are all things I experience and live with. And I'm not saying, oh, poor me, I've got this and I've got that. Everybody's got problems, everybody's got things that they have to live with and deal with that maybe we can all relate to. So anyway, I've got rosacea, which means reddening of the skin, right? So my skin is very, very red. And I'm prone to very bad outbreaks, right? When I say outbreaks, I'm talking about my face going scarlet and breaking out all around here and different things. And I've had so many people comment on it, it's unbelievable. Have you had sunburn? You know, just what's wrong with your face? You know, so many things, you know. So I was thinking about getting a necklace that said, I have rosacea, or I have body dysmorphic disorder. No, rosacea, that's the one I was going to get. Please don't ask, I have rosacea, alright? So it's a really difficult thing to deal with when you have, you know, that illness, dealing with a skin condition. It's not very nice, but it's just something you've got to live with. And there's people a lot worse, could have something a lot worse than that, so that's just life, and you've got to learn to accept it and hope that if other people can accept it, and if they can't, then cheerio. So that's that. So I don't really know what else to say other than if you feel you know, that you're so hideous and it's affecting your life so badly that you can't even live it, you can't even do anything, you know, you really should think about telling someone. And that was my problem. I didn't ever want to tell anybody because I kind of did, you know. I kind of say to people, you know, I just feel so ugly, or I can't go out because because of that. I don't even want to say what, right, but things about myself, I can't go out because of this, because of that. Or I'd maybe get a haircut and I think, well, that's it, I can't go out for weeks now, because, or months. Because you could see features that I didn't like in myself, you know. That's how bad it actually affects you. It's like I said, psychiatric. It's unbelievable. And I think that through time and learning about it, then you can learn to live with it, but it's so difficult because it makes you so isolated. But you know, you've got to get by, and you've got to cope, and if that's what you've got to do, then that's it. I feel really fortunate. Just the fact that I've got a job, I've got a house, I've got music, which keeps me happy, you know. But I don't live socially, but I'm getting there. You know, I'm starting to do it very, very slowly. But it takes such a long time, and you have so many setbacks. Sometimes it's difficult, you know. But I just wanted to say again, if there's anybody out there that feels that they might have this, or you know, that they've maybe even scared to come forward and talk to someone about it, don't be. It's a psychiatric illness. It's like OCD. It's in that kind of same group, and that's another thing I wanted to touch on, was that OCD and body dysmorphic disorder, you can develop OCD as well, or you can be prone to have that if you've got body dysmorphic. I'm not saying everybody, but I do have OCD as well. I know, I'm absolutely crazy. But I do have OCD, where I have rituals, and I have to live my life a certain way, which makes it quite difficult sometimes, you know. But I think as long as you can accept who you are, and if a few other people can accept it as well, then fine. And you can accept them, you know, live and let live and all that. So I'm going to go, and I hope I haven't spoke too much rubbish, and I hope I've gave you a kind of fair idea of what body dysmorphic disorder is, and how it can affect you, and how serious it actually is as well. My heart really goes out to people that suffer from mental illness. If anybody's watching this and they have any form of mental illness, whether it be depression, anxiety, OCD, anything at all, my heart goes out to them. It really does, because it's not a very nice thing. But there's always hope, there's always a way around things, there's always options. You always have options. Just remember that.